Hello guys, and welcome back to a new episode. Now, this is the blueprint that we've been working on so far. You might recognise it, I hope you do. If you don't, then you might want to check out some of my other tutorials. I've done a bit of cleanup just to comment it all and, well, just make it look a bit more neater. What we're going to be doing today is a night vision effect. Now, this will include having to mess around with post-processing effects, and you might want to watch a bit closely at what I'm doing. And if you want to mess around with it after we're done, then feel free. This is not a strict rule book of how to do it, it's just a guideline of how I would do it. Now, the first thing you want to do is go to the Add Components tab and add in a post-process. It should automatically be unbound, and you can check that by just, there you go, unbound. That basically means that it has no limits and it will affect the entire world. So if we go into these settings, and the first thing you're going to want to set up is grain. So just type that up, not G-train, grain. And if I go to the viewport, it might be easier to see exactly what's going on. I increased the grain jitter to 1 and the grain intensity to 32, 3. It might not be entirely visible as what's going on right now, but if we go to, let's say, let's go down to lens and just bloom, that's what we need. We need the intensity and we need to bump that up a little bit. I'm going to put mine to 1.5. And exposure, we might need this. I'm just going to bump mine up a little bit to 2. Okay, close lens, color grading, this is what we want. Go down to misc and scene color tint. I'm going to make mine a really nice dark green. You can see this one a lot more clearly as what's going on. I make mine a nice dark green. You can kind of see the effect that we're going for here. Now, what else do I need? I need a vignette. I can't pronounce it. Vignette. I'm going to put mine to 1.5. And if we come out of this, you should be able to click play and have it affect the world. So this is kind of what we're going for. This is good enough for the purpose of this tutorial. Feel free to tweak it further and just perfect it for your needs, essentially. I'm going to show you how to do the whole decaying and regeneration. We're going to do something a bit different with the regeneration. We're going to make it so that it reloads the battery on the night vision as you're walking around, and the faster you move, the quicker it reloads and recharges. What you need is a new variable. I've just called mine NV, and you just do that by clicking add variable, and it needs to be float like all the other ones. Now we need another set timer by event, so if I drag that out, and looping, I'm just going to drag that out, parameter variable, and decay step. And this is, we're going to decay it first and then reload it. You can do it the other way around, and I'm sure it doesn't really matter, but I just like doing the minus and then to recharge. It'll be fine. Anyway, custom event. And the decay event. What did I name it the other way around in these ones? Name. I just like maintaining a constant naming convention, it should be fine. Now, drag off this and type in decay. You should see a function called decay. If you don't, then check out my first tutorial in this series. It will take you through how to get the decay function and the regenerate function and what they do and how to use them. Now, for now, I'm just going to tick that to make sure it all works perfectly. Pretty sure it should, but I just want to make sure. Now, the variable to decay is your NV variable here. Just get min value. I'm just going to leave it 0 decay step. I'm going to drag that out from its variable. NV decay rate. Oh wait, I've got these two mixed up. Ah no. Ah, well, fun little tip for Unreal again: if you drag one variable on top of the other, it changes the name. It should have changed the name. Yeah, if you drag it on, but not onto the name, but onto the node itself, it will change the node. If I do the same up here, not so it sets it to, but so it changes the node itself. Nice little tip there. Now, the can decay, we're going to need another boolean in just a moment. We've got loads of booleans so far. And another set time by event over here. Event energy recharge. Event and time. Right, variable. NV regen rate. Check looping and just drag off the regenerate function here into there, and that's there, that's there. Max value, I'm just going to make a new variable for that as well. Max NV charge. Regen step, again, just going to make a new variable for that. Regen. I didn't spell that right, did I? No. Step. Oh, wait, no. No. We don't need that. We don't want that. What we want is the velocity. Just type in get velocity. You don't need to have the character movement component selected or anything. Get the return value, which is a vector. What we want is a float. Now to get that, we just drag off this and type in length. What this will basically do is it'll use Pythagoras' theorem to find the length of that vector and get the return value, and we want to divide it by a value, and that will go into the regen step. The reason that we want to divide it is because the max possible value that you can return is the walk speed of the character, and if you remember from the first episode, then that max walk speed is like 900, which will instantly refill this, which we don't want. So we need to sort of normalize it and just keep it under control. I like 200 for mine, because that will constrain it to quite low numbers, but you can tweak around with the numbers yourself if you want. Now, that should work. Let's just add an event tick and print off that variable. I'm just going to quickly rename this. Compile it and go back and play. 0 and start moving around. I didn't actually set up any of those variables, did I? I keep making that mistake. Decay step, let's put that to 2. Decay rate, let's put that to 5. Regen rate, let's set that to 2. And max charge, let's set that to 20, just for now. And it should 3, 6, and you can see that the rates of it changes every so often. And if I let go of the sprint, and 18, 16, if I move while it's regenerating, there you go. And there you go, that works. Now, the question is, how do I get it to toggle with the flashlight? Now to do that, we first need to get the can decay and can regenerate working. So, toggle light source, what we need is a way to switch from the flashlight to the night vision. To do that, we need an enumeration. So, right click in the content browser, go to blueprints, and you should see enumeration here. I'm going to call mine light sources, and we need to add 2 to this list. Enumerator 0, because remember computers count from 0. Flashlight. And the second one down, night vision. Now save that and go back to the third person character, add active light source. Float, and this needs to be a type of the enumeration that we just made. So light sources. Drag away the flashlight stuff that we did in the second episode, and drag in the enumeration that we just got, choose get, and what we need is a switch. Now on pressed, drag it into there, and just leave that logic there, that'll be fine. But for the night vision, what we need is to do this, but slightly differently. We need to grab a reference to the post-process effect and choose enable. Set enabled. I'm just going to control W that. Control W duplicates the node or group of nodes. That's quite useful to know. So this and this goes to here, and is A goes into there. And what else? Oh yeah, we need to do this as well. Just going to grab that. And what else? Oh yeah, we need to set the boolean to actually say, okay, you can decay, or sorry, you can't regenerate, which is essentially the same thing, but yeah. I don't actually script these videos ahead of time. I think you can probably tell. I just make this up as I go along. Is NV on. And this needs to be a type boolean. And again, just set that to is A. Now, what else? Is there anything else I need to do? I don't think there is. Can decay is if it's on. If it's not on, then it is not. And there we go. Now, what I do realise that we need to do something, which is to make sure that this variable actually does change. It's not just stuck on flashlight. To do that, I'm going to bind mine to the two numbers, 1 and 2. So I'm just going to just quickly put in 1, not F1, 1, 2. So press, active light source, night vision, and there we go. This will probably have a few bugs that need to be ironed out, but if I go to 1, there you go, sorry. Yeah, there's already a bug already. If we go back, and we actually need to set this to false. We need you actually just need to drag this out. Choose set enabled to false. And we need to do that as well up here when you're setting it to the flashlight, just to cover all bases. It doesn't really matter if you put it before or after, I just like putting it after. So that should get rid of that error. So flashlight on, flashlight off, switch on, off. Leave it in that mode, switch to flashlight, turns off. And I do think that appears to be working. So, yeah. Guess I'll see you guys in the next episode. And I might make a flare in the next episode and show you how to make it so you can throw flares as well as toggle light sources and stuff like this. If you've got any other suggestions or questions in the comments, please do leave them down below. I do read all of them. I will try to get back to you. And I hope you continue watching me create this awesome blueprint. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this. Goodbye.